3, 2, 1, go!
What is going on, everybody? My name is Josh Vitello, and welcome back to Nerd Legion.
What's
As
up, guys?
well as my fellow buddies, Nathan and Jose. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome to the Legion of Nerds. I was trying to come up with some sort of sly way to go in there, but it's like, how can you come up with a sly way when you just go with Nerd Legion? Like, I'm literally trying to figure that out, but still to this day I can't wrap my head around it. But anyways, yeah. For today's topic we're talking about is Marvel's What If for our recent episode. Basically describing back in phase 1, with the events of Iron Man 2, Incredible Hulk, and Thor all happened within a span of a week, which I just learned about that today. I did not realize all of that took in 1 week.
Honestly, it was. I kind of, as soon as I saw the episodes, I was like, yeah, that's Fury's big week. Like that's when he was putting together like the superhumans, right? For the initiative,
right.
Avengers initiative. So I was in shock, though. Who else was in shock for this episode?
I was like, damn, Marvel really went there. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, they needed to do something that would take risks instead of just having characters switch roles. This was actually pretty interesting. Like, what if the Avengers died before they even got a chance to assemble?
Which was, there's a part of me that felt really sad about that, because it's like you see them drop like flies and brutally killed. And I think the one that surprised me the most was the Hulk. I did not know what was going on, man.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that too. What really surprised me too, as well, was when Loki showed up to avenge Thor. I'm like, is that something Loki would really do? Because looking at his actions in the earlier films, I don't think he would really care if Thor died.
I think honestly, to be honest with you, I think he I think it was a thing that he would have done, because I'm assuming. Well, I don't know. Well, okay. Let me ask you guys. Okay, so during in terms of time, okay, Thor gets thrown into Earth, right?
Right.
And during the moment he got shot, was that during the time Loki was arguing with Odin and then gave Odin like a heart attack, or what do you think? Or did that scene not happen at all, you think?
Well, I think it would have played out the same until the moment Thor went to go and try to pick up Mjolnir, and then he couldn't. And then this timeline, he ended up getting shot by Hawkeye.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think everything else would have probably played out mostly the same. But even then, it's the multiverse. It's hard to say, right?
Yeah, but I think the way that like this was the definite episode of what a good what if episode should show. The last episode with T'Challa as Star-Lord. I felt like that one was a good one too, and I felt like that was more of a positive what if.
Yeah.
This one was a negative. They went a little bit they almost went a little bit depressing that round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they made the Avengers look so easily to be killed. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it was very surprising how they did it, and it was downright how it went down. I don't know.
Yeah, but like what really like almost traumatized me is that the Hulk like all of a sudden like got like so big to a point where like he became a balloon and then just exploded. Yeah. I was like, how the fuck did that even happen? Like, okay, back in the Avengers movies, right? Mark Ruff, Bruce Banner, confessed in a separate scene where he wanted to like kill himself, but like the Hulk like spit the bullet out, they pretty much made that canon, like even though like Universal made them delete it or Marvel made them delete it. I don't know. One of the two film studios asked them to delete the cut, but that was still canon, which means if Hulk can withstand a bullet inside his internal organs, then why would a Pym particle disc expand his heart to a point where he just can't take it anymore? Well, that I quite don't understand.
I think it makes sense because nothing can be pierced through his skin. However, what Hank Pym did was expand the molecules in his body, just his heart. That's it. That's the only thing he expanded, and then that's how he exploded. So, in a sense, if you think about it, he died by his own organ. Because it's made of the same thing as him. Like it's kind of. I thought that was one of the most gruesome ways to die. To be honest.
Very gruesome. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was very.
This is the same Hulk who was able to withstand 6 Infinity Stones.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Anything else? Let's see. Hawkeye being shot in the ear, man. Was actually no. Sorry, I take that back. Black Widow being thrown around. I did not understand at all what was going on until Hank Pym showed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I realized what it was. It's like, is it someone invisible?
Yeah, I thought that too.
But I'm like, no. As soon as Hank Pym showed up, I was like, oh, that's how it connects.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So his daughter's name is Hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it had been a while since I've seen the Ant-Man films. I think I watched them I watched the first one again, the first and second ones again, early this year in January. But it was like, oh, it's all about Hope, and it's like, oh, Hope from Ant-Man. But yeah, that was interesting. So, like, obviously in this timeline, she died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And same with Janet. Like, Janet is still stuck in the quantum realm at that time. And then Hope died while going to Odessa. Now, this is where things get a little bit of an Easter egg here. Hope died in the events of Captain America: The Winter Soldier in a past tense events. In Captain America: The Winter Soldier, a Black Widow said to Steve that she was on a mission in Odessa where she had to there was something that she did, but she ended up seeing the Winter Soldier and she got pierced through, but she survived. For Hope, she got killed.
So she got killed by the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's the only conclusion that I can cape from that, because in the story it claimed that she died in Odessa.
Yeah.
So, which makes sense. So hence how she died in that in the events of that multiverse timeline, which motivated Hank Pym to wanting to get his revenge on removing the Avengers Initiative project, aka get rid of all the main 6 Avengers. Even though, despite the fact that Captain America was still frozen in that time period, so the fact that they chronologically placed that out shows that Marvel knows exactly how their continuity is, because nothing didn't seem out of place.
True.
I think I have a theory as to why Loki came to avenge Thor.
What's that?
I think, well, obviously Odin would have seen that happen, right?
Yeah.
I think Odin may have made a deal with Loki and sent him to avenge Thor.
Probably.
I think Odin would have had to offer Loki something that Loki wanted for Loki to want to actually go and avenge Thor, because realistically by himself, I don't see it. Or early on at that point in the timeline, I really don't see Loki by his own free will going to avenge Thor.
No, I agree. Yeah, you're right.
I don't see it at that point anyway. After that, yeah, I could see it. Like after Thor Ragnarok, yeah, I could see Loki going to avenge Thor if it had happened that way.
Right.
It's weird. See, in my mind, it makes sense because Loki's the trickster god, right? So he's trying to look good in front of his father. He's trying to look good in front of the people because he wanted to lead Asgard, right? So for him to find out that his brother got shot, he doesn't care. His end goal is like, I mean, look at the end of that episode. He was like, I'm gonna rule Earth. Like it was
I'm like, yeah, that's Loki for you.
that's Loki for you. But guess what? I guess who's gonna kick his ass? Captain. I mean, yeah, is it Captain Marvel, right?
Yep.
And
Miss
Captain
Marvel?
Britain as well.
Actually, okay. So that's the thing that confused me. So, that episode, Captain Carter doesn't exist.
Captain Carter, yeah. Well, she does.
Not
She
in
does
that
at the end.
No. They confirmed that. They confirmed that each multiverse episode takes place in a different time period, which means the first episode
Yeah.
where Hawkeye and Nick Fury see Sharon Carter is not the same Nick Fury and Hawkeye in this current episode of What If.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Because
But that confuses me because I thought they were tying the end of episode 3 to episode 1. That's what I thought they were doing.
I thought that too, but
no, because then it wouldn't make sense because it wouldn't make sense for episode 1 to see Captain Carter going through the portal and then come out in the current timeline.
Yeah.
But then you see Captain America's original shield that doesn't have the Captain Britain logo or the Captain Carter logo. That's why I'm saying it's two different timelines.
But also, you got to remember the password of Coulson. Remember his password?
Mm-hmm.
He said Steve, I love Steve. Like that was his password. So that's where it hit me, being like, oh, it's not the same timeline. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so it makes sense, right? Like, I mean,
okay, that makes sense now. So it's not Captain Carter; it'd be regular Captain America. It'd be Steve.
it'll be Steve. Yeah,
Correct.
I just
unless there's a later episode that reveals that it's not Steve and that it's Bucky. That is certainly possible.
I mean, that's possible too. Yeah, you're right.
Like, what if Steve became the Winter Soldier and Bucky was Captain America?
Maybe.
It's an interesting direction to go into. What would Steve do if he was the Winter Soldier? If he was under Hydra's control and influence?
That would be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Technically, in one of the newer Marvel comics, Steve Rogers was on the Hydra side at one point. So
That's true.
So they could go in that route if they want to. Actually,
They could.
So I'm amped up for that.
Yeah.
I think what's cool about this whole thing is that they have so many possibilities of where they can take this. And so it definitely is a very, very cool thing to see how everything has unfolded for everybody,
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. And I'm curious to see what the next episode's going to be.
Yeah, what's the next one?
I believe it's the Doctor Strange episode.
Is it?
I think so.
I mean, I'm curious to see how that one's going to... I think that one's going to tie the first 3 episodes together. Or something tells me that the What If series... Okay, so I have a theory now. You notice how in Spider-Man No Way Home that Doctor Strange is actually looking very sus?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think it's that Doctor Strange. I think it's the evil Doctor Strange from the What If timeline. Just either somehow swapped with Doctor Strange, or the current Doctor Strange fell into the portal in the What If episode, and then the evil Doctor Strange came out. Or the evil Doctor Strange went into the other multiverse timeline, did a ripple effect, and then started to mess around with the current timeline. Or that Doctor Strange, the evil Doctor Strange, got into the good Doctor Strange's mind and potentially mind control him. I don't know. Multiple different scenarios.
See, I really am curious on how. That's, I think, a very important episode because that's going to give us an idea of what they're going to do for the Multiverse of Madness. It's a lot of people are saying that this Doctor Strange is evil Doctor Strange or Mephisto, because in the comics Peter makes a deal with Mephisto, not Doctor Strange. Actually, he does ask Doctor Strange, but Doctor Strange says no. So it seems that they might
makes a deal with Mephisto. I think you're talking about the One More Day comic. I believe that's the one.
Yeah, one day or something. It's
one more day. Yeah.
It seems really like. It seems cool what they're gonna do. It's gonna be 2.5 hours long.
Jesus.
The movie.
So obviously a lot of key
Spider-Man No Way Home.
They said it's about 15 minutes longer than Infinity War.
Oh, so a lot of stuff's gonna be in it.
Yeah, a lot is gonna happen. So
we got multiverse stuff to deal with, right? So
ooh.
Now I saw a video today.
Yeah.
I forget that if they might have been New Rock Stars or something like that. Where they were saying they think that that this movie should be split. Or like it should end with like a cliffhanger or something, and like have multiple films dedicated to like fixing all this multiverse shenanigans, right? Because we're dealing with a Spider-Verse now, where we have all these villains crossing over, and like you should be taking the time to flesh out the characters and figure out what's going on, right?
Yeah, I see that. I mean, they're also coming up with a What If season 2, so I don't think that is the end of What If. I think the first season of What If is basically after the events of Loki, we now have different timelines, but they are being tied or somehow they somehow get involved in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness for some weird reason. That's the only thing.
Hey, did you guys see this? It's new to Disney Plus.
What?
It's called One Shot All Hail the King, and it's
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the
Oh, I've seen that.
What's his name? The Mandarin,
Yep.
right? But I noticed in the logo on the Disney Plus like icon for it are 10 rings.
Yep.
It's literally the 10 rings from Shang Chi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you guys a screenshot here.
Yeah, and if you look back at the
Or
first,
at least a picture, anyway.
like
Go
if
ahead,
you,
Josh.
like if you look back at the first Iron Man film, the terrorist group that had capped or like kidnapped Tony Stark was the Ten Rings. So they're tethered to Iron Man. Yep. Hence why Tony Stark has ties to the Mandarin, because he dealt with the Ten Rings.
So directly, he has encountered the powers of the 10 rings. Then
I mean, kind of, but
that's why I said indirectly, directly.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, Marvel is so good at throwing in tiny bits of details. Like everything is starting to become like more and more being like, ooh, this is in the story, or that's in the story. Like it slowly becomes a book of like it slowly becomes an encyclopedia of like all this stuff that happened in various different events. It's funny.
There, yeah, I just sent the picture Messenger.
I'm looking. All hail the king. Yep.
Yeah, the 10 rings logo.
Yep.
Like
and
they're really tying that stuff together.
They
also
are smart.
I've never even seen this. Apparently it was released back in 2014.
Yeah, that was I believe a year after Iron Man 3 came out, because it came out in 2013.
Yeah, it's only
So-
13 minutes long.
So I got an interesting thing to tell you though. Shang Chi, it comes out this Friday. Okay.
Oh, really?
Oh
That's
yeah, I
soon?
forgot about that. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. It is coming out. Yeah.
Comes out
Oh
this
crap!
Friday.
I gotta watch it then.
Yeah. I'm very okay. I because my mind has been with the coming movies. I've been very debating on waiting for Spider-Man, but now I don't know if I want to wait because I've heard Shang-Chi is really good, and there's 2 end credit scenes that are really, really important to the MCU in the future, apparently. But anyways, see, okay, they did an interview with the cast of Shang-Chi, right?
Right.
And the actor, I'm butchered his name. I don't even remember. The actor that played the false Mandarin was in that cast sitting. So,
Ben Kingsley.
yeah, Ben
Yeah, that's him.
Kingsley. So,
Yeah.
my assumption is, I wonder if he's gonna be in the movie. I don't think. I don't think he. Yeah, I don't think they. I don't know. That would be really funny if they show him again, because he was kind of like the comedy, comedy relief.
I still found that really disappointing in Iron Man 3 when he was revealed as nothing more than an actor.
Oh man, like you could tell Marvel. You could tell Marvel backpedaled on that with that short film.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a good job as the Mandarin. And he should have been the Mandarin in a way, but this new guy seems pretty intimidating too. Absolutely.
I don't know. Maybe he'll run the Mandarin restaurant.
Maybe he already is.
Right? Oh, jeez.
Oh
You
my
know, that
God.
was the Mandarin was actually the last place I ate at before everything with COVID happened.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
On my
The
on my
irony.
birthday. On my birthday, literally 19 days later, March 20th was the day everything hit the fan.
God damn, bro.
Literally just just a couple weeks later, bam.
Then here's
Bam.
me thinking like, where did I eat before COVID?
Right?
Yeah,
What did I-
I'm trying to remember the last thing that I ate before COVID hit.
like
I'm pretty
eat
sure
out,
that it
like
was pizza.
anywhere.
Maybe the works for me.
I think it was. I think it was maybe Union Burger, bud. Because I
Huh?
don't remember anywhere else that. No, like even then, the Union Burger made us wear masks. Yeah, like I don't know. This past year and some change has been crazy to like no end, and it put a strain on the film industry. And like I even
Yeah.
went on a tangent on this a lot, but it's
Yeah.
like you don't even like it's like you don't even remember going to what the theaters feels like. Like especially after not going there for a year and some change because COVID-19, you know. But now it's
Yeah.
like things are starting to open up, and with Shang Chi now coming around the corner, that makes me want to do 2 things: go to the theaters and go eat at the Mandarin.
I'm gonna see right now how much the tickets are. Let's see. It comes out. Hypothetically, you can actually see it Thursday. It says
Yeah,
here.
it comes out Friday, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather go Friday.
Yeah, it might be a little bit less. Well, I mean, it's still going to be.
Packed, man.
No, even then, I can't even say that because it's not really going to be packed, but
Ooh, okay.
packed with COVID protocols and whatnot.
Ticket per seat for the theater in London is $12.99. People would have to sit like very separate, like at a time.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, you guys see, I yes, I'm fully vaccinated, but it doesn't mean shit because I mean I can still carry. I can still be
You
a
can still
carrier.
get it. You can still get it. You can still get sick with it. You just probably won't get like severe illness. Like you're basically protected from the more severe illness. But the thing is, yeah, I feel this too. Even though I'm fully vaccinated, I know that I can still get the virus.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Oh
it doesn't make you immune to the virus. It just means you are protected from getting like severely sick from it, but you can still get it and transmit it.
And they're talking about a fourth variant. See, so here's my question then: is see, we are gonna get month to month, back to back, full of Marvel stuff, like Shang-Chi this month, right? Next month, Venom. The following month in November, is Eternals, and then it's Spider-Man, and then I don't
Isn't
know.
there the Hawkeye series? Isn't that coming as well?
Oh yeah, that's between literally the Eternals and Spider-Man, and like that's like we're getting like we're getting full of Marvel, man. Like it's great.
Yeah,
and
I will say for me, I'm probably gonna wait until Spider-Man.
yeah, okay, you know where I was going with that, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm also trying to get my niece caught up because I told her, like, guess what? There might be 3 Spider-Man in the new Spider-Man movie. And by the way, she loves Spider-man, right?
Oh yeah.
So as soon as she hears there's gonna be 3 of them in there, she's like, what? So we rewatched Homecoming. She watched that. I think we started Far From Home. I need to finish that now. Uh, and then we watched the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
So my idea is to show her the Tobey Maguire trilogy, show her the Amazing Spider-Man films with Andrew Garfield. That way, when she sees No Way Home, and if they show up, she'll know who they are.
Right.
Or at least be able to, like, kind of recognize them, right? It's like, how do you get someone who's like that young into like the fact that there's 3 different Spider-Mans in one movie, right?
Right.
Not gonna have the same like nostalgia, obviously, right?
Okay, look, we will all die happy the second we see the 3 Spider-Man point at each other in a triangle for that one meme.
They have to do that one meme.
We we know okay, Feige is smart. He knows he's paying attention to what's going on in social media. So he knows we want this.
They actually recreated that in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Did they?
They did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, a post-credit scene. They had I believe it was Spider-Man 2049. I think they got Oscar Isaac to voice him.
I thought it was 2099.
No, it's 2099.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the blue and red one, like the mostly blue, and he's got like the red markings. Yeah, that one. Pretty sure it's 2099. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they got Oscar Isaac to voice him, and it was the post-credit scene of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Let's go.
One of my favorite Spider-Man movies, by the way. I love that movie.
It's crazy to me that like looking at the Spider-Man, I'm very proud to be a Latino. Where it's like Miles Morales, I think he's part Dominican as well, and he's and then 2099 Spider-Man, he's actually Latino too, if I'm not mistaken.
For like a Miguel, yeah.
Yeah, Miguel. So I'm just like, yes, Spider-Man, Spanish Spider-Man.
Spanish Spider-Man. And Latino Spider-Man. Tasty.
So yeah, I don't know. I think I might wait for the Spider-Man movie then. I don't know. I think it's gonna suck because I would want to watch Shang-Chi. It based on what I heard, guys. It sounds like a really important movie. The Doctor Strange's assistant, the guy, what's his name? He's
Wong.
Yeah, he's gonna be in it. Abomination's gonna be in it. 2 end credit scenes that tie into what's gonna happen into the Marvel MCM, and it seems like Shang-Chi's apparently. I don't like in the future he's gonna be teaching Spider-Man how to do the way of the spider. I don't know, like it's his own fighting tactics that he teaches Spider-Man, I guess, later on. So I'm really excited to see what happens.
Oh, I'm more than hyped to wait for this.
Dude, I'm so excited too for like the score of Spider-Man No Way Home. If like Tobey Maguire shows up, like it'll have his theme from Spider-Man from that Spider-Man movie. I'm hearing it. It's like, oh, it's so iconic. Like,
and they better do it justice. It has to. It's gonna. I don't know, man. I'm getting very excited.
it is the worst kept secret in Hollywood.
What? What?
This whole Spider-Verse thing, like with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming back. Apparently, there was a leaked set photo that showed them, and it got taken down for copyright. So I'm like, yep,
That makes sense.
Pretty sure it's official.
People are so good to like hack into shit and also just let things slip. I don't know if that's just marketing, but like when Marvel says like he wants things to be hush hush, everyone's gonna tell. Like, like I'm sorry, like in human nature, unless you're really good at like keeping things to yourself, you have to tell at least one individual that you could trust, because that's the way of human interaction usually goes. Because if you keep things to yourself that you know that you want to spoil, but you have to tell somebody, it's slowly gonna like get you more amped up and actually make you want to do it. So I'm not surprised. So I'm not surprised that they would actually do this and leak shit out on purpose.
I think it's also the Streisand effect.
The what effect?
Where, the Streisand effect.
Oh, what's
where,
that?
I think it was the person named Barbara Streisand, where the more she tried to like hide something, the more people dug out it and tried to like bring it into the spotlight. So I think that's what is happening here. The more Marvel and Sony tried to keep things hush hush, the more the fans went crazy and uncovered all of this. Right? At least
true.
to a certain extent. Yeah.
I think looking into the future, there's a lot to hope for. I've been trying to keep close eye of DC too, real quick, and like how like we're gonna get the Batman in March 4th, 2022, unless it gets pushed down further. I hope it doesn't. But to me, I think in the future, my two most anticipated movies I would love to see is Spider-Man and the Batman, just because those two, I think, are going to give us a huge clue into where this is going, how this is going to be playing out. Yeah, I think it's going to be big. So,
yeah.
I'm excited.
Do you guys realize that Alfred Molina was like CGI de-aged for his appearance in No Way Home?
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at first until like people were talking about it. I'm like, why did they de-age him?
Well, he's 68 years old. and I guess they de-aged him because they wanted so the way they told him to act for this next part of as Dr. Octavius again is apparently the moment that he's dropping into the ocean, into the water, right?
Yeah, his death.
At his death, they told him to act as if that's where it ended for him in those movies. But the multiverse, this one, is where it picks up. So it's really weird. It's really weird how they're telling him that. And my question is, how does that happen?
Right? He's picking up from a role that he played almost 20 years ago.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
He's 48.
J.K. Simmons reprised his role as J. Jonah Jameson after like almost 20 years.
What were you guys reactions when he showed up in Far From Home?
Okay, I was there. Okay, I don't remember if either of you were there, but I remember one of you were there when I was in watching Far From Home. And I think that was the last film I saw before COVID hit. I could be wrong. But when I saw the end credits scene with J.K. Simmons returning as J. Jonah Jameson, I hopped out of my seat like, oh my God, he's back! I was so hyped up, and then Jose was like, buddy, calm down. Calm down. But yeah, like I was so hyped to a point where like Marvel is reaching out to the fan base and knows exactly how to deliver. I've said this time and time again, and they continue to impress me to this day.
They freaking
sorry.
They freaking
delivered pizza on a hot fresh pan. Anyways, but yeah, that's how good they are with like reaching out to the fan service and actually give them what the fans want. And Kevin Feige knows that the fans want to see the X-Men in the MCU. They know they want to see the Fantastic Four in the MCU. They know they want to see Deadpool in the MCU, even though he's slowly working his way in there. So it's like there's gonna be a lot of opportunities to see our favorite heroes into the MCM. It's gonna be inevitable at this point, but they did it in a way to set themselves up to make anything possible now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited for it.
Just all the characters that like could potentially appear or will appear are like, I am inevitable.
Pretty much.
It's been reported that for the Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange, I don't know if it's confirmed, but it's been reported that they will be fighting an X-Men villain.
Some tells me it's Magneto.
Some people are speculating Magneto, but
I mean, it makes sense because like you have Wanda reprising her, you have Elizabeth Olsen reprising her role as Scarlet Witch, and Magneto is her father, so it makes complete sense why it's him.
So guys,
yeah,
I don't know if you picked up on this, but there was an Easter egg that I ended up noticing after I watched the trailer. I watched it again, and then another video I watched, I picked up on it. I believe it was the location of the former Avengers Tower.
Right.
There was like it was kind of like not really an advertisement, but it was like a long stretch of like a billboard or something, and it had like the numbers 1, 2, 3, and then there's a question mark, and it's like, we're so excited to show you what's next. And it's like, in place of the question mark, you'd think there would be a 4, and it's
but it's not.
Right? But it's like, are they slyly hinting at the Fantastic Four? Is this kind of like an Easter egg hinting at, right, the Fantastic Four?
I think so.
Potentially.
Right? Because we know that's coming, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
We know it's coming. It's part of Phase 4, right? So, yeah, I think it's a sly Easter egg. I think it was New Rockstars that picked up on it too and said that maybe it could be the location of what's his name? Mr. Fantastic. I forget his real name, but Mr. Fantastic's
Reed Richards,
maybe. Reed Richards, yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, could that be the location of his new like base of operations? I'm like, that could work. That could work.
Potentially. I wouldn't be surprised if the Fantastic Four bought out the Avengers Tower.
Right, which was formerly the Stark Tower, right? So,
which makes sense.
Oh
Look,
man,
if John Krasinski is not Mr. Fantastic, I don't want to see it.
I disagree. I want to see the original actor play as Mr. Fantastic. He was a good. He was great. He was. He was a great Mr. Fantastic. Jessica Alba as Sue Storm, bland.
Come
Chris
on.
Okay, look, she's hot, but like, but still, like, what, like, okay, here's the thing with Jessica Alba, like, I will give her props for working with the material that she had, but she gave no facial expressions that made me believe that she was Sue Storm. Like to be honest, I don't think even her eyebrows moved in the entire second movie. That's why I was just like, I don't know. There was just something about her face when, like when she tries to act serious, it just doesn't look right. It just looks like the main character's name in the Twilight series. That's who Jessica Alba's acting reminds me of.
My God.
You know what's funny too?
What?
With Chris Evans being Human Torch in that movie too.
Yeah.
You guys know Lego Marvel Superheroes?
Yes.
There is an achievement you can get in that game where if you have Captain America and Human Torch right beside each other, that's called Do I Know You?
Yeah, because they're both the same.
Because they're both played by Chris. They're both played by Chris Evans.
Oh my gosh. I can only imagine the multiverse can just go from there. Just imagine like in Multiverse of Madness, the Fantastic Four show up, the original Fantastic Four show up, and then you have the new one show up, the 2015 shitty reboot.
Oh, Fan Four Stick.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Wasn't the guy who played Human Torch in that Killmonger in Black Panther?
Yeah, like that's why I'm saying like that film could easily have a lot of.
Oh my god! So many implications. Oh jeez.
Yep. This is why I'm saying, yes, y'all. Thanks to the MCM with Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, well, technically with Spider-Man: No Way Home and Loki. Thanks to those films, now every single Marvel film that is not considered canon is now technically canon in the MCM now. But you don't have but you don't have to accept it as part of the universe. You can just be like, it's technically there. It just takes place in another timeline.
Yeah.
Like honestly, that shit's funny.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm excited to see where they take this. They have all the reins, man.
They have all the reins. They have all the potential. I can't wait to see where that goes. And honestly, I'm excited for Shang Chi. I might consider seeing it Friday, but it depends if I can get off work in time to see it.
Hey, don't spoil it for us. Tell us how it is.
Oh, I will. I will let y'all know what happens. Or hell, like maybe y'all can all watch it with me.
I'm debating, bro. Debating. So
well, I mean, I got nothing better to do, so.
I mean, like, I will think about it. I mean, like, I just threw that out on the table because I'm not watching Shang-Chi by myself. I don't want to get sick. By myself, anyways. But
yep. If I'm getting sick, I'm taking you with me.
That's basically how I'm acting, okay?
No, I think it would be pretty safe. Like, come on, I've been to Canada's Wonderland, and hey, I didn't get sick, so really just gotta be right. As long as you're wearing a mask, staying at least 6 feet away, and
wear the mask, people. That's all you gotta do. Just wear the mask.
Not
Don't
hard.
act like dumbass.
Wear the mask.
Oh, geez, guys, I've seen a meme of Luke Skywalker taking off Darth Vader's mask at the end of Return of the Jedi, and be like, Luke, help me take this mask off, but you'll die. I have rights.
I have rights.
Like that was the meme.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Vader wore a mask. He had to wear it to survive.
Oh, that's true.
What a way to put it.
I mean, like that just reminded me of like when Nathan, when you said about the Darth Vader, saying like there's a meme with Darth Vader's meme with the mask being like, I have rights. That almost reminds me with Spider-Man being like, take off your mask, and then he's like, no, and he's like, but you have to just for the sake of humanity, and he's like, I have rights.
Oh jeez.
But
I'm pretty sure. I think I saw like set photos of Tom Holland. He was wearing a face mask over the Spider-Man mask.
I mean, that makes sense because you're trying to be double protected on that. So
I guess. Realistically, though, okay, how many people would be okay with wearing masks if they were all Spider-Man masks?
Oh, everybody! I would wear my Spider-Man mask every single minute. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, like I would wear the 2099 mask because that mask looks badass as hell, and then I would just pose like Miguel, being like, and then I would have my wings and all of that fun stuff. So
the amount of memes in our real world. No, I'm Spuds, man. I'll be pointing at you guys
and be like, "Oh no."
No, realistically, if the three of us met up, we were all wearing our Spider-Man mask, we would recreate the pointing.
Bet.
exactly.
I'll be like, "You're Spider-Man," and I'm like, "No, you're Spider-Man. No, I'm Spider-Man."
Oh, jeez.
You, how dare you point at me? You pointed first.
Oh, you point at my ass while I'm pointing at you. I'm talking to you. I'm
it's
like,
pretty.
I'm Spider. Sorry, go.
It's pretty conspicuous though in the trailer for No Way Home. They purposefully don't show the guy in the white suit. Do you think that's Matt Murdock?
Looking at his physique and looking at the shadow, I noticed Charlie Cox's haircut. That looks like him.
It looks like him. I really hope it's him.
Because why else would they purposely cut away from him and not show his face? Right?
Yeah, so here's the thing with that though. Like if you turn up the brightness on your monitor or like really turn up the brightness in the trailer and you could see the shadow, you could see the silhouette looks like him.
This is what I'm talking about. What the heck? This movie has so much anticipation. Well, are we
There's so much good shit in there.
Yeah, is there like we're gonna get Andrew? Are we gonna get like Jesus? Like
my question for Marvel and Disney: if you're gonna bring Matt Murdock into Spider-Man No Way Home, can you at least finish Daredevil?
Oh yeah.
I
think Kevin Feige is fighting to have season 4 renewed.
Yeah,
or at least
just
have
do
a
it.
stream
Just do it. Like bring the series over to Disney Plus, and like if you have to finish it with season 4, then do it. Wrap up the story, but do it in a satisfying way.
Or at least get Daredevil to make his own solo movie that wraps up season 4, but also has ties in with the Avengers characters. Or at least just reboot the story, but have the original characters still there. Like, the only characters that I want to see from the Netflix series into the MCU are Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock, Kristen Rutter as Jessica Jones, Mike Coulter as Luke Cage, Finn Jones as Iron Fist, John Bernthal as the Punisher, whatever that chick's name as Hellcat, and the reason why I said that is because I really like her acting was so bad I forget her name. Then I would like to see credit. I forget his name, but he plays Foggy Nelson. Like I want him to come back. Deborah Ann Wall as Karen Page. I hope she comes back as well. And Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk. Him and Charlie Cox are my top 2 priorities to be in the MCU because they are MCU worthy, more than MCU worthy, in my opinion.
I'll be straight with you. I know this is supposed to be PG. Okay. Getting a little bit of no, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. It's supposed to be PG. So no, I'm just excited with anticipation. Is what we're saying. That's it.
A major Easter egg for you guys as well. Kind of jumping back to Spider-Man here. The bridge that both Doc Ock and Green Goblin's pumpkin bomb appeared on.
Mm-hmm.
From what my research has turned up, that is the Queensboro Bridge, which is also the same bridge that that Tobey Maguire's Peter fought Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man movie by Sam Raimi.
Yep.
It's either the same bridge or it's close by the same bridge, and I'm like, damn. Like they're going there. And also Tom Holland is wearing a suit that is very similar to Tobey Maguire's suit in Spider-Man 3, in the opening Spider-Man 3.
Yep, I noticed that too. I was like, that looks awfully a lot like Tobey Maguire's suit.
Yeah.
Which has led some people to believe that like that shot is actually Tobey Maguire and it's just Tom Holland being like superimposed on. The only thing I have to say that kind of deflates that theory is the fact that that in that same moment his suit shifts to be the Iron Spider suit, right?
Right.
Which only Tom Holland has. Tobey Maguire doesn't, right? So
Which
that's
it
what leads me to
deflects.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still do think that that Doc Ock is talking to Tobey Maguire in that moment. That's what I think anyway.
I think it's that too, to be honest.
Because I think it's a classic case of misdirection. He's saying hello, Peter, to Tobey Maguire. That's what I think anyway.
I think a lot of us are speculating that.
I mean, it could be wrong, but I think it's very his demeanor in that moment. I think he's talking to Toby. If he was talking to Tom, I don't think he'd be saying hello, Peter, in that way, unless he recognizes that any person who's Spider-Man is Peter Parker, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
I
yeah.
don't. Yeah, it's I wonder. I just wonder how they're gonna introduce everybody. Like because keep in mind, if it's gonna be at 2.5 hours long, it's they may have to reintroduce a lot of these characters to the younger audience, but we the older individuals know these individuals, so they don't need to be introduced. So I wonder how they're gonna like
I know, Josh, like you really want them to recreate the pointing meme, right?
Yeah.
But like looking at it realistically, it's like how are they gonna bring in Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to the story? Are they gonna come in at the same time? Or is it gonna be like during like an action sequence? Let's say Tom Holland is fighting off all these villains and all of a sudden like they show up, or I don't know, it's really, really hard to say.
I think both would drop at the same time, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure how they're going to do it, but I think they're both going to be in at the same time.
So what about this? Let's say it's an action sequence. Tom Holland's fighting. It's situation's looking bleak, and all of a sudden they come in to help and get him out of that situation. And then when they meet, like face to face, they recreate the pointing meme in some way. It's like I'm Spider-Man. Who are you? I'm Spider-Man.
No, I'm Spider-Man. Someone said that it would be really funny, where it's like, okay, get your webs ready, like, and then here's like Andrew and Tom getting their webs ready, and then it's organic for.
Oh yeah, Toby. Toby's an organic.
It's organic. He doesn't have to have those.
Oh geez, Toby's gonna be looking at that like what?
What? Oh, you guys don't have like natural webs?
No, we had to invent it. It's like, huh.
I think even back then, that's what people were like looking at the old Spider-Man movies too. It was like why are they organic? They're supposed to be like you have to make them. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's organic.
Yeah. It's organic.
He's vegan. No, is Peter vegan? Would Peter be vegan? You think that Peter?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
He's a spider. I mean, if he's a spider, then he has some spider tendencies.
I've seen. Have you guys seen the "Give Me Rent" meme for No Way Home? I saw one where it was instead of "Hello, Peter," it was "Give me rent." It's like you'll get your rent when you pay to fix
his
damn door.
Mine sounds better because it's just like you like you could tell Tobey Maguire has had enough when he just loses it. And then when the rent owner was like, "Give me rent," and then he's like, "You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door." It's like, okay.
Yeah.
That scene kills me.
Scene kills you. Yeah, it's funny. It is so funny, and it's honestly like I they got to bring back a lot of the old memes. I don't know, man. How old is
There's all the spot. Sorry, go.
No, it's just like, how old is Tobey Maguire? Actually, now thinking about it,
Maybe
looking him up,
57.
he's 46.
Oh wow, he's not that old.
Yeah, he's really not.
And Andrew Garfield is 36, or he's a little older than that.
Sending you guys a scene of the film Brothers, in which Tobey Maguire loses it.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at this now.
Oh, he was like 20.
Oh, this scene. Oh, I've seen this so. Okay, that was Tobey Maguire's best acting.
Yeah, pretty good. Andrew Garfield is 38.
Yeah, like I figured he was in his 30s.
That's
And then
right.
Tom Holland is 21.
Is
25. 25.
He's
25,
our
yeah.
age.
He's my age and Jose's age.
Yeah, I'm the younger one of the bunch.
He was born. So, okay. So he's younger than me by a few months, and he's actually older than Jose by a month. June 1st, 1996.
Tom Holland, screw you. You can't be older than me by a month. The audacity of this.
Hey, I'm older than him, so.
He gets
Whoops.
a pass.
I'm dead.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I can't believe Andrew Garfield is 38. I thought he was younger than that. When did The Amazing Spider-Man came out in 2012, 2014? So that was approximately 8 years ago. Almost 10 years. No, yeah, 8 years ago. For the
He had been in his early 30s when he did those.
Yeah.
Bruh, I thought he was younger. Dude.
I mean, he's playing a college student who was supposed to be in his late 20s or early 20s, so he kind of fits the bill.
I mean, kind of. No, but he was in his 30s when he was actually playing a high schooler. You know? Like he was in his 30s. Like, okay, oh look. Andrew Garfield, I think, was my favorite Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is what set everything up for me, for sure. But like Andrew Garfield was my favorite in terms of his wit and stuff. But I gotta say, like they kind of casted an older guy, you know.
Yeah.
You look at Tom Holland; he's like 25. He has he's still gonna. He looks like a baby. He looks like a high schooler. Like he literally looks like a high schooler even now. You know.
True.
Also, yeah, guys, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the news that came about last night. Have you guys seen the movie Up? Like Pixar's Up?
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a trailer for a short called Doug Days.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
That's coming out soon. Yeah. Last night, unfortunately, we lost Ed Asner.
Oh.
Who was the voice of Carl from Up.
No.
No.
Yeah, he passed away yesterday morning. The news broke last night, but yeah, he passed away yesterday morning.
Damn.
August 29th. Yeah. Wow. In Los Angeles.
Yeah.
He
was also Santa in Elf, directed by Jon Favreau with Will Ferrell. If you guys remember that one.
An Elf? He was Santa? I love that movie.
Yeah, he was Santa.
He was J. Jonah Jameson as well. From like in the old Spider-Man. Let's see here. What else?
Really?
Yeah. Like Spider-Man. Do. You know, that Spider-Man.
There are so many Spider-Man cartoons, like it's insane. There's more cartoons than there are movies, right? I believe that, oh guys, this hasn't aged well, but there's a Spider-Man cartoon where Spider-Man is voiced by Drake Bell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
I put that for my baby cousin. Put that.
Oh yeah. Great.
Oh,
Wow.
busted.
Yeah,
But
Drake's
yeah, I'm looking here at Tom Holland's filmography, and he's got Uncharted coming out next year.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's interesting.
Yeah, like I can't wait for Tom Holland to express more of his outreach and play as Nathan Drake. I think he would do well. I think I think they might have casted him. They should have casted an older actor to play as Nathan Drake, but I want to see what he does.
There are people saying they should have cast Nathan Fillion.
Oh, 100%. Like he's
Yeah.
like he looks like him too.
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion, the Pavilion. No, sorry.
Oh,
No, guys,
anyways.
legit. So I don't know if you guys have played Uncharted, but literally, my favorite thing to do in that game, I don't know if you guys can guess, but my favorite thing to do in that game is whenever Nathan is around like another NPC, right?
Mm.
Is to die on purpose.
Really?
Because they'll yell out, Nathan!
Oh,
and as a joke, I'm like, yeah.
oh my gosh, really? Wow.
Man, I still remember to this very day. It was like when I still worked at Walmart. I was recommended by a coworker to play Uncharted, and like I didn't know much about Uncharted. I didn't even know that the guy was named Drake. I just thought his name was Drake because of Uncharted 3, right? Like Drake's Fortune or something like that. I forget exactly what one. But when I bought the collection, I then realized why he was recommending it to me, and it's like, oh, that's why, because his name is Nathan. So, I mean, it's not every day you get to play as a video game character that's the same name as you. So
See, he was in Suicide Squad. Have you guys seen that movie?
who?
Nathan Fillion.
I don't think he was
Was he in Suicide Squad or the Suicide Squad? Because now there's
Squad.
he
Let
was
me
in
look
the
at
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, he was. He was. But he was such a lame character. He was called. He had a superpower. So his name was the Detachable Kid, right? So
Let me look.
he can detach his own limbs, right? And it was so weird the way he died. I thought it was so weird. Nathan Fillion, bro. Like, you deserve better, bro.
Not showing up in the cast for it though.
Oh yeah, no, I have it up here. The Suicide Squad, like the second one.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, there's an image for that. But what the hell? Like, okay, that Suicide Squad movie. Can someone explain to me why that exists? I still can't wrap my head around that.
It's a weird movie, man. I like Starro. I thought Starro was adorable. I would like someone should make him a plushie, and I would hug him.
That's something that Harley Quinn would say.
Yeah.
You would make a darn cute plushie. What is a plushie? Jesus.
Anyways. Hey guys, thank you for listening to us and this fine evening, afternoon, morning, I don't know, wherever you are. Thank you for listening to us. We are honestly happy that you guys are our constant listeners. Press that like button down below, that subscribe button as well. Follow us as well. We post every week, or we try. And we just and we try to just we watch the shows that come out every week with What If. So join us next week to discuss this new one that's coming out this week, whenever you listen to. So anyways, I'm Jose.
I'm Josh.
I'm Nathan.
We'll see you in the next one, Leaguers. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.